Dun, 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 dun. See, we're live. This thing work? Yes, we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Coletrain Universe Mode podcast. How are you guys doing tonight? Happy Monday! It's Monday, and I'm very excited for this Monday. I am very excited. It's gonna be a great Monday night. I'm excited to talk to you guys about CTP and all the other fun things that we got lined up this May. We have a lot going on this month. Myself personally, with a lot of things going on, we're taking that next step, and we got a lot of things going on this month YouTube wise. So I hope you guys are ready for a busy month. A lot of content is coming your way this month. But let's say before we get right into the thing, big thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the channel over the last few days. I appreciate you guys so much for hitting that subscribe button. Welcome all in our new subscribers. We haven't done a live stream format in a good minute, so we'll see how this one goes. I appreciate every single last one of you guys that have subscribed. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't noticed or didn't see, we have announced a week of Coletrain that will take place between May 9th and May 16th of 2021. A lot of content is coming your way in the next few days time. Between May 16th, May 9th. I can't talk. May 9th. I think that's the dates. I think I done the dates. Yes. May 9th and May 16th, 2021. We have a lot of things coming. A total of 9 videos coming your way in 1 week. We'll do the worst Universe Mode episode reaction. I think I'm probably going to do that on a Monday night. Well, that might be the first video. We have reflecting on 5 years of YouTube. That will be a fully edited video. I'll premiere that I already have a script written out for that. Why did I name the Universe Mode CTP? Updated version on that. Funny story on that one, by the way. There'll be a Universe Mode story time. My top 10 videos ever. We're gonna watch some of them. That's gonna be a live stream. We're gonna have the funniest Universe Mode moments ever. That's probably gonna be a live stream as well. The next step, that will be a live stream. That will be on the anniversary. That will be the last video you see. I do have extra videos that will probably, I haven't decided yet if it will go on the Coletrain or Coletrain yet. The graduation speech, I haven't decided if that's going to go on which channel yet. Probably going to be on Coletrain. We'll see. That is coming. Why did I do CS? That's coming as well. That's probably going to be a second channel video. That's a little personal. And I think that's all the videos that we got. So that is on the top of my head. I have the full schedule, but I just need to pull it up. I think that's it. Let me see. I have it right here. It's in my phone. It's right here. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, the CS one that's gonna be on Deshaun. And why did I start YouTube? I'm gonna update that one. We did have a video on that, but it was absolutely garbage. So we'll I wouldn't say it was garbage, but it was cringeworthy. So we'll update that video on next week. It'll probably be in like the middle of the week. We'll do that. Why did I start YouTube? We'll update it. New hairstyle. Better audio, better quality, no music in the background, talking about feeling good and, all the cringiness that the other one had. We'll do that on next week. So that is all the videos that I have planned for next week for the week of Coletrain. So stay tuned. You have no notifications on. Universe Mode also will be in between that as well. So you're going to be getting a lot of content in the coming days. Right, anyways. That's just the announcements. That's just a big old thank you. 5 years is next week. We have a lot coming. And I want to thank y'all so much for being here and being a part of this journey. So, let's get right into the topic, the main piece of the pie that is coming here tonight with today's video. It's Universe Mode hits and misses. Now, I will be doing a lot of these throughout the next couple of weeks and months as the seasons go along. And I want to talk about a lot of things, like about for the hits and misses, um, and like thoughts on certain characters as we go along. Now, keep in mind we are only about we're in month 3 of the season. So whenever we go to month 6, I'll do another one. Month 9, and then month 12, and then the season finale, I'll do another one. So we'll do a couple of these throughout the year. Now we're only in month 3. So based on what I've seen, what has hit, what has missed, individual shows, Raw, SmackDown, NXT, characters, storylines, championships, matches. We'll talk about all of those in this live stream. Now, some of you guys want to join me for this. I want to get my piece out the way first because I don't want to get distracted. And then depends on how I feel. I might have guests on at the end, but I do have a little thing I want to follow first before we get any further with this video. So there you go. If you guys have any hits or misses that you guys want to showcase in the chat down below, do feel free. The chat is open. And you guys can do that at your pleasure. Before we get started, I want to ask a question right now. And I want you guys to answer honestly before we get right into it. Alright. So we're going to go here. Alright. NXT and SmackDown. Alright. Before we get started, I want you guys to answer this question right here and answer very, very honestly. As of right now, this is the poll that I'm going to answer right now. What is the best brand? I didn't put brand. Oh, it's going to bother me. Oh, God. And I can't fix it. I hate this. What is the best brand in Season 7 right now? 3 months in. From what you've seen the TakeOver. You've seen 2 Raw pay-per-views, 2 SmackDown pay-per-views. We're coming up on our first pay-per-view of the season. What is the best brand as of right now, today, May 3rd, before you have seen the next NXT and SmackDown episodes? What's the best brand right now? I'll keep that up, and we'll keep that in the back of your mind as I talk about these hits and misses. Because some of them are very, very controversial. Very, very controversial. I will talk in detail about these hits and misses, and I'll tell you why. Now, my opinion may change in the next 3 months in universe mode, not in IRL. In the next 3 months in universe mode, my opinion may change about the hits and misses of these guys. Because again, I know what's going on in the next 3 months, but I don't know how that TV is going to be showcased and storyline's going to be for some of these guys in the next 3 months. But I'm going to go by brand. First off, a big miss in my honest eyes is for Monday Night Raw is some of the heels on Raw. They have really been missing. I will say Johnny Gargano is a big one. Speaking of, he read my mind. I was actually going to talk about that. Johnny Gargano's heel run has not been the best. Same with Roman Reigns. I have no God. Roman. Speaking of Roman Reigns, Gargano and Reigns have been probably the two people I have disliked the most on Monday Night Raw. Of how they're being portrayed, I don't like their runs right now. Absolutely not. Roman went from, I mean, he had a great match. I wouldn't say great. He had an awesome match at WrestleMania Las Vegas. He was on top of the world. He won at WrestleMania Las Vegas, and now he's like, he's there. I wouldn't even say like, you know, he's good. He's just there. Like he hasn't done anything important the last 3 months, and he was a winner at WrestleMania Las Vegas. You know, you would think that Roman could be fighting for the, I don't know, fighting for the, the Intercontinental title, or the WWE title. You would think that Roman could be fighting Finn Balor. He should be Balor's next challenger, but obviously that's not happening. It looks like Cruz is going to be Balor's next challenger, but we don't know that yet. It has not been confirmed yet, people. Keep that in mind. Keep watching. But Reigns hasn't done nothing nearly important. He put over Big E at Vengeance. And he lost at Payback. That's it. What is Reigns' story? I have no idea. To this day, I'm very confused on, what is Roman Reigns' story? Like, what was his purpose on Monday Night Raw? Now, there has been something that has gone down with Reigns, and he's going to be switching brands soon. But I'm not gonna talk about that just yet. We'll discuss that later. You'll see what happens with him. But his Raw run has been the weakest of the entire of his entire career in the series. Last season he was more relevant than he is now. I mean, last season he was on a roll towards the end, and if I had my way with him, he was. Because what I did with Roman before this season was I was building him back up, you would say. Yes, he had that nice heel run in my universe mode with the Authority, because he was the one that broke up the Shield. Rollins never did that. He stayed a babyface. Same with Ambrose. He stayed a babyface. Rollins never turned heel. I never did 2015 Rollins. Even though that's my favorite version of Seth Rollins, I've never done 2015 Rollins. It's always been burn it down. Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's always been burn it down. There's never been a 2015 Rollins in my universe mode. I never did it. So what happened with Roman is he went on this dominant heel run. He joined the Authority. He was Triple H's right-hand man. Everything that happened with Rollins and IRL, I just did with Roman Reigns. Now, Roman never had J&J security. His J&J security was Jimmy and Jey Uso. That was his J&J security. He never had Jamie Noble and the other guy, whoever it was, that Rollins had. But he never had those guys, but he had Jimmy and Jay as his security. I ran with that for 2 years, actually. And before I came to YouTube, I stopped with it. I had Triple H turn on him, and he just had the Triple H match right before I came on YouTube at that SummerSlam. And ever since then, I've been rebuilding him back up. He won the European Championship, had a dominant reign with the European Championship, and he was just going to win every single championship until he gets to the world title. Like, if I had my way with him, he was going to be the Intercontinental Champion this season. He was going to win. He was going to win the IC title, and then he was going to hold that for a little while, and then that was going to elevate him to the WWE Championship, which was going to be season 8. Because every season that I had, I was calling my Roman Reigns rebuild tour after his dominant reign ended. He was going to, rebuild himself up, preferably as a babyface, because he was heel for so long. Because I always see Roman as a heel. That's why I turned him in the shoot. I thought IOL that Rollins should never turn, and I'm still 50-50 on that today, about Rollins being the one to turn. But again, 2015 Rollins is my favorite version of Seth Rollins of all time. So I always seen him as a heel. He's always been a heel in this series. Like, he never turned babyface. Like, now, what I was gonna do with him, probably he was gonna be a tweener this season, and then probably go full-fledged babyface on his way to the WWE Championship, because eventually everyone would get behind him, because you seen that build up of being a European champion, then being the Intercontinental champion, and then going for the WWE Championship, and that was going to be the way I was going to get him back in the main event scene. Because I didn't want to push him too hard, because he already had his dominant reign for 2 years. He was on top of the world as WWE champion. I had to make him fall a little bit before I built him back up. If I had my way, that was what he's going to do. Am I disappointed in what Roman Reigns is doing right now? Absolutely. I'm very, very disappointed. I am. And it's nothing against the Raw Booker. It's just they have so much talent on their roster that some of my guys that I took personal interest in are taking that back burner, and are being shuffled in the background. These were two of my prominent guys. Roman Reigns and Johnny Gargano were two of my prominent guys that I personally invested time in last season. Johnny Gargano had a whole Intercontinental Championship reign, one of the greatest Intercontinental Championship reigns of this series history last season. And he only lost it because it was time for him to lose it. That's the only reason he lost. If I had my way with it, Gargano probably would still be Intercontinental Champion to this day. I'm serious. Because he was that damn good. He was on top of the world. That man was on a roll. I am personally invested my time in Johnny Gargano. He had some bangers last season. Fantastic matches. But now he's in the back burner, which I completely understand, because Jay White's here. You got Adam Cole here. You got all Karrion Kross. You got all these guys. Big E, he's in the back burner, which I get, but I feel a little bit disappointed right now. I do. I kind of do. I kind of feel a little bit disappointed. Kind of feel like more things could be done with Johnny Gargano. But hey, you can't get everything you want. And again, you can take this for anything. You can't push everybody. Everybody needs to have their time. But those are my two misses for Raw. Like those two, like Gargano and Reigns. If I had to think of another miss, let me see who else I think is a miss. For Raw, let's see. I would say Lars Sullivan too. Lars, he beat Goldberg and he got embarrassed by Jay White. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, this is what Lars did. Lars, he beat Goldberg, he destroyed John Cena, and Jay White escaped with the Intercontinental Championship. That's been his Season 7. That's it. Now, I understand why Lars lost, because the guy obviously switchblade conspiracy. You had to make them look good. And obviously, if Lars and Jay White fight in a 1-on-1, there's no logical reason I would believe Jay White would have beaten Lars Sullivan. Yeah, Jay White beat Walter, but I mean, Lars Sullivan beat Goldberg and John Cena in back-to-back months. Come on, man. There was no conceivable way that Lars was going to lose to Jay White. So I understand why Lars Sullivan, he the ladder match came to play, because the ladder match was very, very well done, by the way. Like, I'm not harping on Raw. Like, Raw rarely has that many misses at all. So like I'm just, the key guys I'm just going over that has the misses, but Raw rarely has them anyway. Like Raw has been very consistent. And they have a lot of hits right now, which I'm going to talk about in just a second. But I would say that those three guys are the three key guys that I've seen with the misses so far. And hopefully in the next 3 months I can come back and say that Raw, or wherever they're going to be at, we never know, can fix that. Now, some hits on Raw. Jay White obviously is the biggest one. Besides Balor and Cole. Talk about creating. Talk about using momentum. Jay White is obviously the biggest hit. Like, this guy is $1 million. Yes, in character, I can't stand his guts. He gets on my last nerves. But as a booker, he's $1 million. He's everything you want. He's a glorified prick. He's a heel to the core. And man, oh man, I gotta admit, I can't stand him. I absolutely can't stand the guy. I really can't. Like, and for good reasons, not bad reasons. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Like, he's probably the most hated guy. The guy I hate the most out of anybody in this series right now. It's him. I absolutely can't stand him, and that bald head Aiden English too. Woo! They bothered me to a core. Y'all. I was trying to contain my composure when I was doing Raw commentary this week, because I just want to cuss. I'm gonna stop. Because look, it's so well done. It really is. Like, Switchblade Conspiracy is, y'all don't know what's coming. Like, I'm just telling y'all, that group is fantastic. Bravo, whoever came up with that group. They're gonna be a big deal. I'm very curious to see what they do in the next few months. But that damn Jay White, he just bothers me to my damn that man. See, when I'm thinking about it, like, all the times he duped us with this earth-shattering announcement, and he did it for 5 weeks, just to come out and say that well, guys, there is no earth-shattering announcement. Talking about some, I'm Jay White and Grace. Shut your behind up, See, look. I'm getting into commentating mode and booking mode, thinking about it. Woo! Quality storytelling. That's all I gotta say. Another hit, Doomsday. Loved how Raw debuted Karrion Kross. That's probably the greatest debut I've seen this season. I don't think nothing will top that. Honestly, when I look back at it, I don't think nothing will top that debut. Maybe some NXT things will. Maybe a SmackDown thing will, from what I know thus far. But you gotta really surprise me. Like, I thought, I've told the story plenty of times. I've even told my friends this in IRL. They had me thinking my computer was. I thought something wrong with my computer. I'm serious. That was a genuine reaction. I was like, what the heck? I was about to lose it, because I thought my computer died, or I thought my computer was just shutting off. I'm dead serious. I'm doing commentary. Darn. I'm like, what is that noise? I never heard that before. Darn. What is that? Y'all, when I tell you, I thought I thought something wrong with my computer. I'm serious. Darn. What? And then I just see the little I call it the Karrion Kross thing just play, because it played for like 4 straight weeks. The Karrion Kross thing. And I was like, that's the Karrion Kross thing. And I was like, oh, my computer didn't die. It was just me acting the fool. I'm serious. I thought my computer was dead. I was like, oh God, no. I was like, I just bought this damn thing, and it was like, I was like, This thing already going. I was like, that's a waste of my. Like I was about to cuss out because I because I was like, oh man, it shut down. Like he got me good. Expert got me good, man. He sold me like a. Whew, he got me good. I was about to blow the roof off the place. I was serious. I was about to blow a guy. I was like, oh, expert. I was like, oh, you made my computer crash. I I was serious, man. Like, man, that's one debut that hook like Marcus from Lab Rat said, like hook, line, and sinker. Like it had everything, bro. Hook, line, and sinker. That debut, I'll never forget that debut. Never forget. Like, probably one of my favorite moments of 2020. But I digress. Again, fantastic debut. Karrion Kross is a absolute beast. You can't tell me otherwise. He's fantastic. And I'm curious to see what's next for Mr. Cross. He destroyed John Cena, so I'm wondering what's next. Probably, you guys can tell, he'll be in the King of the Ring. We'll see if he wins that. I don't think anybody's beating him, but that's just me because it's Karrion Kross. He's a beast. So that is another hit. Adam Cole, obviously he's a hit. Raw did a fantastic job of how I built up Adam Cole. From the Rumble to WrestleMania. Unfortunately, his title reign got cut short, but understandably, I think Finn Balor was the right call, and obviously another hit is Finn Balor. And I think Adam Cole will be perfectly fine without the WWE Championship. He got his moment, and that's all I cared about was giving him the moment at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. Everything was perfect. JW did a fantastic job on the match. JW hit everything I wanted him to hit in that match at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. So I am content on what happened at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. I'm content on his title reign. He had a fantastic triple threat match. He had a fantastic one-on-one match with Balor. I kind of wish we got one more with him, because I think in the back of my mind, I wanted a Cole and Gargano one-on-one match for that title. I did. Even though we're getting it in the King of the Ring, I wanted it. I wanted that thing in that for the title, like maybe at this super show that is going to be announced to BH. TBA. We're going to have 3 super shows. The last week in July, in universe wise, right? You got a Raw Super Show. You got an NXT Super Show, which you will find out what that is and the name of that coming very soon. And a SmackDown Super Show and King of the Ring in the same week. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be great. No, actually, I actually did not get this from JW. I actually didn't. Because I was thinking about it, because it was Expert or something like that. He said some about one of the shows not being was a miss, the only miss of the season. I was like, I want to go over my misses of the season. So I said, you know what, hit or miss, I was gonna do that. And I didn't realize that J&W did it until I remember that J&W did a live stream on hit and misses a few months ago, and I was like, and I realized, J&W did this too. I was like, I said, well, he gonna ask for his copyright infringement. He want his money. What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you made it in the stream. So again, y'all can talk about your Raw, SmackDown, and NXT hits or misses in the comment section or chat down below. This is pertaining to season 7 only, so let me know your hits and misses. I'm doing good too, man. I'm in a very, very good mood. Almost done with all my exams. I just gotta get this little graduation speech edited when I get out of here for English, and that's the last thing I gotta do. And I am done for the week with exams and for the week with school, basically. Go, cause Wednesday gonna be here before you know it, and I'll be out of here. I'll be not a high school senior anymore. I'll be done, wrapped up. What that song said? Oh, that's your wins. Oh, let me see. He said, look at this comment. Let me see. Hold on, hold on. I gotta put my little music on. Cause look. I ain't got the music playing on the computer, but I got it in my AirPod. Hold on, I gotta put my little music on. Let me see. He said on his comment. Oh, I seen that. And missing with Cruz, I understand his feud with Taker. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, I missed the Apollo Cruz. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, you really missed with him. I agree. Cruz has been one of my biggest misses. Like him too. Um, he- well, JW, JW. Well, it kind of is like kind of stalling a little bit. That's what I think they're doing. I kind of wish that Apollo Crews would have gotten a title like feud. I don't like maybe even with Big E, like give him a title feud and just have and you can still build that Undertaker story and start ramping it up around this time. I kind of wish like the first 2 months could have been focused on Cruz getting maybe a UK title feud because Big E didn't do anything at Payback, or maybe Cruz could have challenged Jay White. That would have been kind of cool, too. And then you could have started the Taker stuff. I would say started around this month. Um, and you know, obviously until Taker comes back, because we know Taker's gonna come back. I'm not gonna say when he comes back, but you know, yeah, Leo Rush. I mean, that would have been very very cool to have a feud with them with those two feuding because they do have history in the series. They do have history. From their NXT days, they do have history before NXT got canceled. They were in NXT together. So that would have been very very cool to do a rivalry with Rush. I would have very very enjoyed that. But like honestly, anything would with him would have been good for the first 2 months. Well, I would have been perfectly fine with it. Let's see. A hit has been Shayna Baszler. A miss is, I gotta admit, a miss could it be Shotzi Blackheart. I really didn't, and Io Shirai too. I really didn't like how they just had the spotlight for a little bit, and then they just dissipated. Like Io. Okay, so look at this. Io never tapped out. And then she just and then at Vengeance, and then she just got put on the back burner. Like Shayna just forgot about Io Shirai, or Io Shirai just forgot about Shayna Baszler. Like, oh yeah, I never tapped out. I'm just gonna send catering now, huh? And then Jordan Grace just come in there and just body her and move her out the way. Move, chick. This my division. I'm like, oh, come on, man. Like, I mean, come on, EO, you could do better than that. Come on, man. And Shotzi too. I love Shotzi. She's fantastic, but she's just there, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. She had a great debut, and then she's just there. Yeah, that's very interesting. So that's my women's division misses. Shayna, I gotta admit, has been built fantastic. Um, she's been absolutely amazing. I'm loving her title reign, and I just wanted to just keep going because she's awesome. I love how you didn't mess her up that NXT woman. I love how this thing I gotta give the expert. He's a watcher, and that he paid attention to some season 6 because Shayna Baszler is just like she was in NXT. Very very important. A beast every time she shows up. It's a big deal. You feel it when she comes out, and you feel it in her matches. Like there's not been a bad Shayna Baszler match all season. Quite frankly, there's not been a bad Raw Women's Championship match all season either. Both of them have been very, very good in their own ways. So I love how he's taking that NXT shade and just building upon it and keeping it going. Great detail right there. And makes what we did in NXT last season mean something because some people didn't use their NXT momentum. I'm not naming names. They didn't use the NXT momentum that these stars had that I put 9 months in. Not naming names, by the way. And build them correctly. Not naming names. Again, I'm just saying some people. Anyway, I think that is it. Anybody else for Raw that has hit or missed? I think I hit everybody. Um, you know, I think that's everybody for Raw. I'm trying to think. Oh, we're gonna get to SmackDown. Yeah, we're gonna get to SmackDown. I have a lot to say about SmackDown when we get there. I have a lot to say about SmackDown and NXT. Not in the bad way with NXT. A good way for NXT. I have a lot of people. A lot of people have been treated amazingly on NXT. I love it. But I think that's it for Raw. Am I missing anybody? Um, I would say tag team wise, War Raiders a hit. They've been fantastic. Owens and Zayn individually and tag team wise have been awesome. I love the payback match. I'm sorry. I think that was probably one of the best tag team matches I've ever done. Hey, you know, I gotta say it, and that was probably the best match between those two tag teams that we've seen in their trilogy. I didn't like the loss. I did not like the Vegas match. Um, and I did not like the Vengeance match was good too, but the Vegas match was one of the worst out of the three. Um, so their trilogy was cool. I enjoyed that. The KO heel turn was fantastic, and then how you followed it up was, oh my god, that was probably one of my favorite moments of Raw. Like I was genuinely concerned for Sami Zayn. Like Jesus, the story you told in that match was absolutely awesome. Matt Riddle, I haven't seen enough of him to call him a hit. He just got to Raw. What he's done this season, he has done some great stuff, but I have not seen enough of him yet. Nakamura, he just got to Raw, so I can't judge him as a hit or miss yet. So we'll see what they do. Match, if I gotta go match wise, yes, that is they are. I personally didn't like that match. Um, I didn't like that match. In my opinion, I didn't like the match. It was very very um meh to me. But if you enjoyed it, then that's that at the end of the day, it's just all about making stuff that you guys enjoy. And you said that you enjoyed the match. All power to you, but I just that match wasn't for me. So that is character wise the hits and misses. So let's talk about matches. Oh god, so we're gonna be here a while. Let's see Raw matches hits. The WWE title match at Vengeance, WWE title match at Payback, WWE Raw Women's title match at Vengeance, WWE Raw Tag Team title match at Payback, the Jay White and Rusev match, even though it made me angry in the inside. Let's see. Let's see the Rusev and that Rusev match on Raw that you guys liked. Everybody say that that's the best Coletrain match that they've ever seen. That match. The the Balor versus Zayn match. That tag team match with Cena and Rush teaming together. That match always is underrated. The entirety of Raw Before Vengeance show. A lot of people don't talk about that show when they talk about Raw. They always talk about the the show whenever Jericho came back Well, they always talk about moments from that show, but they never talk about like the Raw before Vengeance. That was one of my favorite go home shows I've ever done slash co-produced or commentated. Like legit, it had everything I wanted in a go home show. Um, Jericho and Jay White was fantastic. Hell, any Jay White match that we seen in like in the Earth Shattering announcement stuff, any Jay White match was fantastic. All of them were great. A lot of people don't talk about this, but Jay White and Hideo Itami was fantastic. I love that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I love Jay White and Hideo Itami. That was awesome. A lot of people don't talk about that. Go back to that IC title, that IC title, tournament stuff. Um, you know, that was fantastic as well. Yeah, I think so. I believe so. Now, some of this stuff had Worlds Collide stuff in it, so I know those shows always get talked about. Like when we talk about shows in like the Discord and stuff, those Worlds Collide build shows for Raw are always brought up. Same with NXT, always brought up. Um, so yeah, you're right, J and W. That was the Raw. It was the Raw after that. That AOA did overshadow that Raw. I'm sorry. That was correct. That was correct. So I think that's all like I got for match wise and character wise for hits and misses for the shows. And I guess I could tell you guys the best Raw of the season so far. The best Raw of the season, in my opinion, is the Monday Night Raw before Vengeance. That is the best Raw we've ever done up to this point. I haven't, honestly, the Payback Bill Raws was good, but the Raws before Vengeance were that Raw before Vengeance was fantastic, and like I said, it made everything I can into a go home show that I want. It was awesome. So bravo to Mr. Expert Gaming for doing a great job, and myself, of course, because I've been helping him throughout the process of getting Monday Night Raw where it needs to be. Next up, and I talked about Raw for a while. Dang it, I run my damn mouth. Anyway, let's talk about NXT. NXT. Woo. We're going. This one's gonna be fun. Let's talk about hits first. So I gotta say, hits for NXT. Bobby Lashley. I've enjoyed what you guys have been doing with him. Kenny Omega. He's been a hit as well. The former NXT champion. Even Drew McIntyre was a hit. Aleister Black has been a hit. Paul London and Brian Kendrick. A very, very underrated hit that I did not see coming. If you asked me before Season 7 started, Paul London and Brian Kendrick are going to be one of your favorite tag teams in the entire series, I was going to laugh at you. I was like, London and Kendrick. You're funny. They're one of my favorite tag teams in the season. I don't know what J&W, I don't know what Darren, Super Kick, Super Kick has done. I don't know what these two have done. I care about Paul London and Brian Kendrick. They're one of my favorite tag teams in the entire series right now. They're fire. They're fire. Bravo to whoever, build these guys up and put them in these matches that they have had. I haven't had one negative thing to say about London and Kendrick at all. They haven't had one bad match. All their matches have been great. All their storylines have been fantastic. And man, bravo to whoever thought about bringing those guys together. It's awesome. That was awesome. Because I never seen that coming. Like out of everybody in NXT, I thought London and Kendrick are good. I thought that they were going to be that. I thought like the Revival were going to be their top team, but it's actually those two, which was absolutely awesome. The top 1%, that stuff has been a hit. How you guys are breaking them apart and having them fall from grace. That's been a hit. I didn't think that you was gonna. I didn't think you were gonna find a way to get them off each other like that and have them like break apart that easily. But you guys have done that fantastically. Daniel Bryan. Do I need to go over this? Daniel Bryan, Buddy Murphy, hit. The best of five was one of the best ideas that one of you guys came up with. One of the best feuds going right now. In NXT and in the entire series. Probably one of my favorite. The best of five match has to be the one at the Takeover. Like that one takes it for me. The Takeover Chicago 2 was the best of five match. In my honest opinion. Let me see what else we have. Talk about Aleister Black. Let's see anything else. Candice LeRae, Sasha Banks hits. I'm loving the storyline that they're having and the feud that they're having. I love that submissions count anywhere match. Very, very creative. Very, 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 very creative. RVD gotta be another one too. I would say a miss would probably be Keith Lee. I was very disappointed in his title reign that he had with the global title. In this season, of course, not what he did last season, but I was very, very disappointed, like how it just came to an end like that. Because he was barely on TV, most weeks, and so that was probably one of my most disappointing things from NXT. Sami Callihan, the old dog down stuff, absolutely, like that's still one of my favorite storylines in the series right now. I love that reveal. That was awesome. I love the guy that y'all did it with, Tommaso Ciampa. How you guys are building him up, specifically how his season 6 ended, didn't end the best. I love that. So good job with that. I thought it was Tarleton that was the dude, but y'all fooled me again. Keep getting fooled. See, it's Monday. It's Raw and NXT always fooling me, man. Man, always fooling me. So that was awesome, and like I said, the only miss I can think of this so far out of what I've seen is Keith Lee. Honestly, that's the only guy I've really been disappointed with in NXT. I can't think of anybody else that I've been very, very disappointed in. I would say Sandy too. They've been barely on TV, but they're finally getting back on television. So, I think they will be a hit by the next time I do this. So, I'm not really concerned about them. They're going to be fine. So, I think that's everybody. I don't really have anybody else that I could consider an L for NXT. Like they haven't done anything with. I'll double check. Let me see. Let me check everything. But I don't think I have anything else for y'all. Am I missing any hits from what I've gathered? Let's see. Mike Kanellis. Yeah. I forgot. I forgot you. I forgot you guys got Mike Kanellis. I actually forgot about that. Yeah, Bray Wyatt is one too. Dino Man is a hit. You guys been doing that World's Collide stuff with Dino Man was I adored it. He deserved it so much. Bravo with that. Let's see. I would say Mickey James too. I'm very disappointed. Like I thought that Mickey James was gonna have a very very good role. Same with Kyrie Zane. I thought Mickey James and Kyrie Zane were gonna have a very very increased role in that NXT Women's Division, but they've been non-existent. Monty Brown's a hit too. That Lashley stuff was fantastic. I forgot about him. Bray Wyatt is a hit. I talked about him too. Um, Jason Jordan. I forgot you guys had Jason Jordan too. I legit forgot you guys. I legit forgot y'all had him. He is a miss. I thought that Jason Jordan fit perfectly for maybe a global title feud or a North American championship feud. He's been doing nothing. So I'm very disappointed in that one too. We haven't seen John Morrison yet neither. I don't even know where he's at. That's a very very disappointing thing to me too, because I thought that Morrison could have been used for something huge, but he hasn't been nowhere to be seen. But I think that's it. Everybody else has been seen in some capacity or have done something. You know, well. So I think that's it. If I'm missing anybody, let me know. But I think I covered everybody that are a hit and miss. You guys have Dolph Ziggler? Holy, where has Dolph Ziggler been? I never knew NXT got Dolph Ziggler. Was Ziggler traded? No, he wasn't traded. He was never traded. Yeah, y'all have Ziggler. I never knew y'all had Ziggler. He was? I didn't even know that. I had no idea. Dang, I had no idea he was in the tournament. No clue. Dang. Dang, I was surprised. I'm surprised at that. So yeah. But other than that, you guys are doing fine. If I had to grade NXT, I'll give it an A minus. Um, and probably the best show so far has been NXT Takeover Chicago 2. Best weekly show is NXT In Your House. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, he did lose to RVD. He lost to the One of a Kind man. He did. That was a very very great match, by the way. So those are my two favorite NXT shows: is In Your House and Takeover Chicago 2 is the best shows you guys have done thus far. I don't think, but I think the next 3 week shows are going to be better than that. Especially this special that's coming up, and I cannot wait to call and do. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So yeah, all I gotta say is keep up the good work. And just keep doing y'all thing, cause I don't have any complaints for y'all really, except those like couple guys that you guys have been using. But I mean, like I said, people get lost in the shuffle every single time, and some of my prominent guys are not gonna be used that I built up last season because it's a different structure, different rosters, and all that etc. things. Okay then. I will duly note it, take that, and write that down. You surprised it isn't a takeover in itself? Okay. All right now. So we'll see how I feel about the special whenever we get to it in the next couple weeks. Oh man. Oh no. All right, now I gotta talk about SmackDown. Yay! We're talking about Friday Night SmackDown. You know, the brand that moved to Fox officially. Now on Friday nights every single week. You know, you know the, it's the last show of the week. You know. It's interesting, I would say. Um, I don't even know where to begin with this show. I don't even know where to begin. SmackDown has been very, very interesting this season. I wouldn't say, you know, you know, how would I word this? You know, it's been something that I would say it's been something. Unfortunately, there's been a lot of misses and not a lot of hits with SmackDown. Um, it has been through a lot of you know, bookers over the last few months. I think it's been through the most of the most bookers I've ever had. You know, rotating in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. You know, it's been the hardest show to maintain bookers and stuff. So I'll just leave it at that. You know, because it it was the third, it was the best brand last season. Nothing could stop SmackDown when I was ahead of the table. when I was the head of the table, it was great. It was awesome. Like, it had Batista, the Batista stuff, Finn Balor. It had a great undercard. It used his cause well. It had, you know, Samuel Lewis was amazing. You know, even when he got there, KJ Jones was just on fire there. It had everybody to say, um, you know, it was the best brand. And I don't even know what happened to it. I don't know. I don't know how you miss not bringing back first of all, I don't know how you miss not continuing on with Adam Cole. I have this this is one of the most ridiculous things that I seen in this draft. I honestly have no idea. First off, why in God's name did you draft King Dar to SmackDown? I to this day, I have no idea. Out of all the people you could have got, you got King Dar. When first of all, you had Adam Cole on the board. Second of all, you had Drew McIntyre on the board, but you got King Dar. I don't understand that at all. I really, really don't understand that. You had two guys that were in prominent WrestleMania main events that I urged you to get, and you didn't get none of them. That was mistake number one. King Dar should have never been. I will say this to the end of the season. King Dar should have never been on this brand. There was no reason why he should be on this brand. He shouldn't have been on it at all. At all. He should have stayed in NXT. You know what I'm saying? He should have stayed in NXT. I wholeheartedly understand. I urged him. I urged him to pick Adam Cole. I urged him, you know. I was going to actually, at one point, just because of how season 6 ended, I was going to actually force Adam Cole to SmackDown. I was. Because the reason why I was going to force Adam Cole to SmackDown, because I had things that I wanted to finish with him. and I was gonna force him to SmackDown and have just Raw keep Drew because I wasn't gonna because I wasn't going to I at the end I kind of wish I did, by the way. When I'm looking back at it, I kind of wish I did. I kind of wish I forced Adam Cole to SmackDown, I kind of wish I never drafted main champions. That's a regret that I'll live with to this day. Because the reason why the reason why I was gonna force Cole to SmackDown, because I had things that I wanted to do with them, that I wanted to finish, that I never got to finish, and it makes my blood boil every time I think about it. That he had this nice storyline written. Same with Dar. That's, oh God, it's still same with Dar that y'all are never gonna see. You're never going to see it because King Dar is on SmackDown. Dar did not, first of all, there is no main roster. Dar did not need SmackDown. SmackDown needed Dar. And arguably, SmackDown didn't even need Dar anyway. You know? Just, I honestly did not understand that at all. But King Dar has been a miss. The reason why he's been a miss because he wasn't ready for SmackDown. That was an NXT project that should have stayed in NXT. And I will say this every single time we do this. Dar should stay in NXT. Dar should stay in NXT. Because he should have stayed in NXT. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He wasn't ready for this. There is no main roster. It's 3 legit brands. Dar was NXT. He should have stayed in NXT, finished his story, then should have been traded. From day one, I did not like this King Dar on SmackDown thing because I said it would not work. And what did Wolfie do? Coletrain was right. I told y'all. I said it. I said it to myself when he was picked. I said, "Oh, this is gonna be a disaster. This is gonna be a disaster because because I told the former booker, you don't know what you're doing with him. You don't know the character. You don't know what he's all about because you didn't make him. You didn't book him. You didn't write for him. Me and Mark did that. We wrote that before J&W came on. We did that. We put our time in him. We built that guy up. You didn't know what you wasn't watching him. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't watching him at the time. You didn't know what you didn't know what to do with him. Now you watched Adam Cole and you watched us build him up. You watched that WrestleMania in Las Vegas, man. You watched that storyline. So that made more sense to get him or Drew McIntyre. Actually, Adam Cole would in the UE would be the best thing in the company right now. If they would have been on SmackDown, because I would have took that story, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with Adam Cole. I still have the entire story mapped out in my phone because I wrote it down. If SmackDown would have kept him, you know, so King Dar's been a miss because he's not King Dar. He's not been the same. I gotta wrap this up. I still gotta record that graduation speech, or re-record it again. King Dar has not been the same, since he stepped foot on SmackDown. You know, is it partially due to my fault? Yes. I take some of the blame for it. But you know, it's all good. You learn, you live and you learn with it. But my problem is his first feud, I didn't like at all because it was going to break the entire foundation, because you guys would have been either for it or against it. I said don't do that feud. Didn't listen to me. His second feud, I said that was too early. Again, didn't listen to me. And he's just been a shell of his old self. And that's all I gotta say. That's all I'm saying on it. He's a miss. AJ Styles is a miss. Seth Rollins is a miss. I have a whole list. Walter is a miss. Let's see who else. Let me see who else is a miss on this roster. Let me look up this roster because I have it written down. Hold on. Walter is a miss. We got Lesnar's a miss. Dominic Dijakovic is a miss. Talk about just debuting the guy and just leaving off a TV. Let's see. Austin Theory's a miss. He hasn't won a single match all season. The Miz, a miss. Miz got manhandled and got written off. Bobby Roode. Where do I begin with Bobby Roode? Oh my God. I feel so disappointed. I feel so disappointed. I'm very disappointed by Roode. Like legit, I'm very, very disappointed. It still makes me mad. Bobby Roode should have never had that championship match against Seth Rollins. To this day, that made no sense. That should never happen. You just killed everything that I wanted to do with him. He was supposed to be a nice quality television champion. That never happened. Because you killed the essence of Bobby Roode in 1 month, and I didn't want to fix it because you ruined it. So then I had to take the title off him because, you know, he wasn't getting over, and he was just bad. Killian Dane never used. I don't understand how you draft Killian Dane and don't even use him. Makes no sense to me. Jeff Hardy, you know, just there. You know, only like he's being used this week, but still. I mean, that's just some of the guys. Just some of them. The current television champion is Samuel Lewis. He's the only hit. If I had to pick one, as a hit of this brand, it's Samuel Lewis. He's the only one. Samuel Lewis and Baron Corbin. That's it. When you have Baron Corbin as one of your hits, that's a problem. With a roster with AJ Styles and Walter on it, that's a problem. A major, major problem. Don't understand it. I don't get that. Corbin and Lewis are the only two hits on this brand. That's it. That is it. That's it. I am honestly, I can't find any other hits. You know, only two. Samuel Lewis and hold on, wait. I gotta remind. Okay, what the something my last day. No. Honestly, in my opinion, Bianca has been a miss. I didn't like like I didn't like how she just had that Rousey feud and just has disappeared. Like she's not she's been non-existent. I don't like that. Um and like from the beginning, like I just she just have a bad vibe on SmackDown. Like she just like she don't fit there. Same like the majority of the women's division on SmackDown. Like they just don't fit. Like they don't fit. You know, with who the current champion is. Um, yeah, Punk is too. You know, like a massive letdown in my opinion. He's a massive letdown. Um, but in all things, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You know, and I and I have to say that the show, from what I've been making for the next couple of weeks, is getting better, but they have a lot of work to do in these 3 months. Because the next time we'll talk about this is going to be after SummerSlam. We will talk about this. Let's see. It will be September in Game Time. Yeah. So after September, that'll be 3 months in Game Time again. So they got time because SmackDown has King of the Rings co-branded SummerSlam. Then they have their SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, which is to be announced. So they have time to get it together. But I don't know if you can fix 3 months of like hits, like misses in another 3 months. But I mean, it can be done. I mean, look at last season. Raw was the best brand at the beginning of the season, and it turned into the second best brand at the end of the season. Arguably third best brand whenever NXT got a cooking last season. So I mean, it can't happen. Because last season SmackDown at the beginning of the season was something, but at the end of the season it picked back up and became the best brand in the entire series. Can they do that again? Maybe, maybe not. But they have a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. But it can be done, especially if you insist on having my amazingness on the team. Anything is possible with me. I mean, I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay. I'm good. Look. For new subscribers, I do that. I do that a lot. You know. I mean, the old saying is, if you don't think highly of yourself, then I mean, what's there to be thinking about? You know, I always think highly of myself. You know, this is just how I am. You know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a habit, you know. You know. I think highly of myself. I mean, who doesn't think highly of themselves? I mean, I mean, I mean, you know, everybody thinks highly of themselves in some way, you know, because I am amazing. But like, all jokes aside, I help with all three brands anyway. So if they need advice or they need booking ideas, they come to me and I help them out. I've been helping out with Raw the last 2 months, so and some things with NXT, but those boys been doing their thing already by themselves. They're like they ain't need me, so so you know what I'm saying. You are very very funny, boss man. Very very funny. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right. Dang, everybody left. um, but I think that's about it, people. I think that is it for the stream for the hits, misses, and celebratory sessions. Let me go wrap this one up, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe down below, and share this one all around to your friends. I appreciate you guys for coming out here doing Monday Night Raw and watching your boy. um, talk about the hits, misses, and etc. for all three brands. If I had to say a show, Backlash is the best pay per view for SmackDown this season, and I gotta say the best SmackDown, like weekly episode of SmackDown, is probably the last SmackDown before Backlash. All those shows slapped that week. I don't know what it was, but I think that NXT show put a chip in the shoulder of the bookers of Raw and SmackDown that week, and they say, you know what, y'all won't have it in your house. We gonna in our house. That was a bad analogy. That was a terrible joke. I'm not even gonna yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was a terrible joke. Anyway, yeah, so that is gonna do it for this stream. I might stream again later on this week. I'll let you guys know if I will stream again, but I might stream again. Um, Little update: NXT is almost done. SmackDown is done production wise. I just need to edit, edit the show. Um, for uh, I just need to edit the show, literally, edit. You know, after I do that, we'll be good to go, and that will be the end of that. But I've been your host, Coletrain. Thank you so much for joining me on this Monday night, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Remember to be glorious at every single thing you do. Thank you for 1,800 of you and 31 of you. 1,831 subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's hit that 1,900 before the summer. I will love that if we do. And because we when I tell you we're gonna have a summer, it's gonna be a summer, bro. You are going to love it, and y'all are gonna be on the edge of your seat. Stay tuned for May 15th. I have a lot of special announcements. Taking that next step, we'll talk about the future of the channel, celebrate 5 years of YouTube, and talk about what's next for the next 5 years on this platform. Because I ain't going nowhere. I am not going anywhere. May 15th, May 16th, I'm sorry. The change of plans, the date has changed. May 16th will be the special announcement stream. Mark your calendars. You know, I will remind you the week of, that's next week. Mark your calendars. May 16th, 2021 is our 5-year YouTube anniversary. We have a week of Coletrain planned next week. A lot of things are happening. I'm gonna start recording some of that stuff actually this week, so you guys can get that smoothly next week. Week of Coletrain along with Universe Mode. So you gotta you get a double whacker, as the old folks say. You get a week of Coletrain and you get a Universe Mode video. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. We're gonna have a lot of people watching too. A lot of people from my personal life will be watching the week of Coletrain because I posted it on Facebook, right? And a lot of people liked it. So I'm gonna have some family members watch the week of Coletrain. So y'all gotta be on y'all best behavior, okay? All right. Be on your best behavior, because y'all gotta act good for my people that don't watch every week. All right? Do it for me. Appreciate it. This stream went very smoothly. Wow. I haven't had a peaceful stream like this in a long time. Maybe change is coming for you, boy. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. I'm getting out of here. Y'all know the slang. Close to the same thing you do. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. Not just a saying. It's a way of life. I'm out of here.